Hey guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are taking a look at the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Voyager class Cyclonus. And yes, I will take a look at the Galvatronus combination mode. And I do have the appropriate figures. I have Skydive and Air Raid, Drag Strip, and Breakdown in their modes all ready so that we can combine those figures. Also, before we take a look at Cyclonus, I just want to do a little comparison between the Titans Return Scourge, and I think that's alright. You know, Scourge is definitely going to be a lot smaller, but that's alright. I mean, the Cyclonus alt mode in a Voyager class form really does work because you can play with the size. You can make it a lot longer than it needs to be because, well, I mean, look at that. That looks cool. And also what I'm going to do before I actually take a look at Cyclonus, sorry for this, but I never showed a comparison between these two in the Ultra Magnus review, and now that I have, let's go ahead and move on. So Cyclonus is a remold of Scattershot. Haha, just kidding, he's a remold of the Silverbolt figure, which is fine, you know, I'm alright with that. I know some people aren't. I mean, they're not alright with remolds and repaints to begin with, but honestly, I'm fine with it because I think that this really does work. Now, he does have a lot of kibble underneath. I don't find that a huge deal. I mean, first off, there's a lot of purple in here to begin with, so it kind of blends in with everything, and also, I'm used to that. I mean, what Transformer what am I saying? What Transformer that transforms into a jet does not really have kibble underneath it? I'm pretty sure that someone's going to pick through and say, well, the Masterpiece Starscream, or the yada yada yada. I'm just telling you, I've seen this a lot. I've seen kibble enough to where I go, yeah, I just don't care. You know, as long as the top and the jet mode is fine and the kibble doesn't obstruct anything from the jet, at least from looking at it from this point of view, I'm fine with it. And yes, you can see the arms underneath that, but whatever. I mean, look at that. Look at that look and style. That looks Generation 1 as hell. And he does have a gun, which kind of looks crappy. I know it's not the Target Master. I know some people want the Target Master. And it's just a repaint of the Silverbolt gun in a plain gray looking color. But, I mean, I'm okay with it, but I would like a different gun for this. And he also has landing gear, so if you don't like the gun in general, you can just give him the landing gear and just have it like that. Or you can flip that up and have nothing, you know, that's fine. He's got these little wings that can move down if you want. He's got some gold on the front there, which looks very nice. Some silver right there. The coloring is just beautiful. They chose a nice purple. The dark purple and the lighter purple just really work together. And then he's also got these little tiny wings that you'll have to take off during transformation. So there's that. But other than the little bit of parts forming, I mean, I'm alright with this. This is pretty cool. Again, I love the purple color. I think it really works. I just think it looks nice. I don't really have that much to complain about. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and transform Cyclonus. I'm just trying to transform Scourge out of camera so that I can get that through. And so we can compare the two in their robot modes. So we have that. Alright, let's go ahead and just go through Cyclonus. Alright, let's lift up the camera a little bit. And here we go. So, how to transform this? You're going to flip these little wings down, and you're going to pop off these little tiny wings from the hands. And just leave them off to the side. Again, that's the only point of parts forming, but I do get it. I mean, this is a remold of Scattershot. And also, these are technically weapons, so there's that. I'm not a huge fan of the parts forming on this. I think it doesn't really need those things, but whatever. It has them. There is a good reason why there is a good thing with these, I should say. So, anyways, moving on. You're going to fold these back, and you're going to flip down the entire front section and leave it like that. So there's a lot of kibble on the back for robot mode as well. Lift up the arms and untab the legs, rotate them down. They are on a double joint. You want to make sure that's straightened out, like so. You're going to take the feet and rotate them around, flip out the heel, like so. Flip the foot out, flip out the heel, take this panel on the back and flip that down. rotate the arms, and no, he's not Headmaster. What you're going to do is you're going to pop that up, which, by the way, his head is right there for the alt mode. At least for Silverbolt, that folds in, but on this guy, it doesn't really do that, so not a huge fan of that. But, you know what? You get a nice-looking Cyclonus for the robot mode. I gotta say, I have the Universe Classics one. I should have brought that out for a comparison. And I do like the aesthetics on that more. But I really like this one. There's something about it that I really like. You can also bring out the wings, have the classic wings pop out. I mean, they're not exactly where they should be for Cyclonus, but he does have little tiny wings on his shoulders, like the Generation 1 version, because I remember the wings were on the shoulders. But you can at least have these so that you can have a more wing look or something. I don't know. Anyway, so these little blade things, you can plug them on his hand, you can have them underneath his hand like that, and they're little knives, little blades, or you can plug them on the arms, which is where they should really go. If you're going to do that, then you can plug the guns, you can separate them, and you can plug them like so. This forms a half-ass shield, I guess. You can also flip up the arm like that, plug this in like so, and from the side it doesn't look good, but from the front, now it's a shield. And I seem to remember his card had like some sort of shield that looked like this, so you can do that if you want. Me personally, I don't really do that because from the side profile it just looks weird. I mean, that looks weird, but I can kind of see it as a gun at least, so I just leave it like that. Nice purple Decepticon logo right there. Nice detail on the head, I will say. You can't really rotate that too much. His chin really gets in the way of that, so that's unfortunate. But as far as the aesthetic is concerned, I think it looks nice. I do see Silverbolt in this a lot. The legs, the arms, you can pretty much just see Silverbolt in this. But I gotta say, for what it's worth, it's not bad. It really isn't. I think that if you want like a Decepticon version of Silverbolt, then definitely get this guy. Again, for a comparison, here is Cyclonus, and here's Scourge without his head. Let me bring out his little Headmaster, Target Master guy, and let's plug that on like so. And there's something really good about these two. I don't know, maybe it's because they have the broad colors, like this guy is mostly blue, this guy is mostly purple, but they really work together. There's something I like about these. This guy looks like he's got a higher rank than Scourge, which is fine. You know, I'm okay with that. Just overall, the aesthetics and everything, they look complete. They look very nice. I would love to get the Galvatron. I do not have that yet for the Generations Titans Returns lineup, but if I do, this guy and this guy will look really good together. So, there's that. So overall, I really like Cyclonus. You know, he's not perfect, but as far as a Silverbolt remold, I gotta say, they did something pretty good with this. Now, for the combination mode, you're going to take off the weapons, like so, and you're going to flip up the hands. Straighten out the arms, and rotate them up like so. Unfortunately, there's no other way to hide the head other than just flip that up, so you're going to have a crotch head. So that kind of sucks. There is a little bit, they did make some different things with the Cyclonus and the Silverbolt, mainly how the head goes back, so there's that. So pretty much the legs transform the same way as you would for the alt mode, so you just flip out the feet, bring out that panel, and try to line that up, which is actually kind of difficult. Definitely for Cyclonus. For Silverbolt, I can line this up just fine, but for some reason Cyclonus, I can't really line that up too well. You want to make sure that the double joint is orientated in this position, and then plug them in. There we go. And then flip down these little panels on the side, and then what you're going to do is pop this out, and rotate this back like so, and plug that onto the back, like that. And then flip this little piece right here, revealing some very nice detail, and then complete the chest to make this very nice Galvatron look. I mean, that really looks like Galvatron, just without arms and mostly legs. And the reason why I actually like the blades is because that helps fill out this section. Not too much, but it really does help, because if you look at the Silverbolt figure, it just looks too thin from the legs. That's why I put the air raid and the whatever other characters' weapons on the sides of the legs. So that just helps fill this out. But this one already has the blades, and I think that looks fine. And I think that as far as the torso mode is concerned, that actually looks very good. Now, combine the weapons, and we are going to bring out the other limbs. So, drag strip forms a leg, breakdown forms a leg, and then we've got air raid that forms an arm, and we have whoever the hell this guy is. I keep forgetting his name. It is Skydive. He forms an arm. And we're going to combine the set. So the legs, which look very good, they have purple, so that's very nice. At least for the feet, so that's pretty good. And then the arms combine like so. And there we have a combination for Galvatronus. You can also plug on the weapon. Now, I know that for the Takara version of this, you can plug the weapon on the side here. And you can do that for this guy. It actually kind of fits in with the air raid, so that's very nice. At least when you plug it there, you can also plug it from here. Leave it off to the side like that. And you can give them kind of like a fusion gun thing or something like that. I just like plugging it onto the hand. I mean, this isn't painted orange to begin with, so I just usually leave that on the hand. But you can do that if you want that. You can also do that to the other side. I don't think it plugs on too well on the other side, unfortunately. Let's try that quickly. Okay, so it does fine. But yeah, you can plug that like so. And again, there is Galvatronus, and we're going to bring out Scourge once again, and he towers over Scourge. So that's pretty cool. I actually like this combination, you know, it's kind of weird. It's not really a G1 combination, but it works. It strangely enough works. Maybe it's because this main section is very recognizable to Galvatron, but for some reason all this works. And you can swap out different characters. You don't have to have drag strip or break down his legs, because there was no original combination with Cyclonus or Galvatron. You could pretty much just swap out any character. If you want all Protect bots, you can do that. For a while, I didn't have Onslaught, so I just had the Combaticons as the limbs, and that actually worked out pretty well. You can also swap out these guys, make these guys into the arms and these guys to the legs. You can do whatever you want, which is the fun of Combiner Wars, you know. As much as we complain about Combiner Wars, there is some point of fun with it, and I really do enjoy this. So overall, do I recommend this? I would say that I would. You know, and I would recommend trying this at least once. I know that people are not really going to leave this combined. I know that you can find like extra Transformers and then combine this, but if you're only going to get one Cyclonus and you just want to complete the other sets, that's fine. But I gotta say, this is well worth trying. I'm having a lot of fun with this, and there's actually a little bit of story behind this combination. I don't think it's canon to IDW, as far as I know, but there is a little bit of story they give to this, and it's actually kind of interesting. So, with that said, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. Once again, I think I recommend this. I just think it's pretty cool. And I will see you guys next time. Fist bump.